Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how you can use Buncee from scratch to create a visual ecosystem that demonstrates the food chain of a rainforest. Let's get started. Once you've logged in, you'll come to the upper right hand corner and click on Create to start your project. Once the page loads, you'll then come right here where it says Start from Scratch and click on that. Since we're focusing on the rainforest ecosystem, I'm going to choose a background that shows the rainforest. So I'll come right here where it says click here to change the background and click on that. And then I'll come right here where it says type a keyword and I'm going to enter rainforest. It brings up two images and I'm going to use this image right here on the right. So I'll click that. Then I'm going to come up here where it says add to and I'm going to click this page. I want to make the background less transparent so the images I will eventually be putting in my project can be seen. So I'm going to come down here to opacity, click on that. It's at 100%. I'm going to move it down to 60%. Now the next thing I'm going to do is create a title for my project. So I'm going to go to the upper right hand corner where it says items, and right under that I'm going to click the plus sign. It provides us with a bunch of tools, but I'm going to come over here where it says text and click on that. Now I'm going to double click inside the text box and I'm going to label this Rainforest Food Chain. Now I'm going to come over here to this red dot and move it to the right to make it all one level. Now I'm going to highlight the word Rainforest Food Chain, come down here to the text color, click on that, and I'm going to select white. Now I can move my title anywhere I want it, and I'm going to place it right here. Now that we've created a rainforest, we're going to put together a food chain to see how different organisms depend on each other for survival. We are going to start with the sun, which provides energy for the rainforest trees. So we're going to go to the upper right hand corner and click on the plus sign. Once we're there, we're going to come over here where it says Buncee sticker and click on that. Now we're going to enter the word sun. It shows us a lot of images, but I'm going to choose this one right here, so I'll click that. Then I'll come over here where it says add and click on that. I'm going to move the sun right over here. I'm also going to make it smaller. Now we need the rainforest tree, which is the producer. So we're going to go back up to that plus sign, click on that, and we'll come over here to the Buncee sticker and click on that again. Now we're going to enter forest tree. And I'm going to use this one right here. So I'll click on that. And once again, I'll come over here to add and click add. I'm going to drag it over here and I'm going to make this one smaller as well. Now we need our primary consumer, which is the carnivore. And we're going to come over here to the plus sign and then back over here to the Buncee sticker. And this time we're going to enter toucan. I'm going to use this one right here. So I'll click on that one. Come back over here and hit add. I'm going to move it right down here. And once again, I will make this one a little smaller. Now we need our secondary consumer, which is an herbivore. So we are going back to the plus sign right here, clicking on that, and coming back over here to the Buncee sticker, and we'll click on that. And this time, we're going to enter jaguar. Now I'm going to click on this and come back over here where it says add and click on that. I'm going to bring it down here and I'm going to resize this one as well. The last thing we need in this food chain is a decomposer. So we're going back to that plus sign, clicking on that, coming back over here to the Buncee sticker, clicking on that, and this time we're going to enter mushroom. And I will click on this one and then we'll come over here again and hit add. I'm going to bring it over here and I will also make this one smaller. Now that we have our organisms, we need to connect them with arrows to show the flow of energy. So we will come back up here to the plus sign, click on that, and this time we're going to come over here to the drawing tool and click on that. Now we can start drawing arrows for one from the sun to the tree, and then from the tree to the toucan, from the toucan to the jaguar, and the jaguar to the mushroom. Now we are going to label everything. So we will go back up to the plus sign, click on that, but this time we're going to use the text box. So we'll come over here and click text. Now we're going to enter energy source. And we will move that right over here to the sun since the sun is the energy source. Next, we're going to label the tree, which is our producer. So we're going to come right here to the plus again, click on that, come back over here to the text, click on that. We're going to double click, and this time we're going to enter producer. And then we'll move that right over here. Now we'll do the same for the toucan. We'll come back up here to the plus sign, click on that, come over here and click on the text, but this time we're going to label this primary consumer, since that's what a toucan is. Now that we have our primary consumer, we're going to label our secondary consumer, which is the jaguar. So we will come up to the plus sign again, click on that, come over here to the text, click on that. We're going to double click again in the text box and write secondary consumer. And we can just drag that right there. Now, the last thing in our food chain to label is the decomposer. So we'll go up to the plus sign again, click on that, and once again come over here to the text box, click on that, we'll double click inside the text box, and we'll write decomposer. And we'll bring that label right over here by the mushroom. We have now created a visual food chain for the rainforest ecosystem. The sun provides the energy to the tree, which feeds the toucan, which is eaten by the jaguar. The mushroom completes the cycle as the decomposer.